So this week's video is about my own progress with weight loss and my surgery. So I have some good news and some not so good news. So let's go. So let's start with the good news. I weighed myself and did my measurements this morning, and it's September 3rd, 2022. So I am officially 4 months and 1 day post-op. My measurements for today were, I weighed in at 248.1 pounds. My neck measured 15 inches. Both arms measured 13.5 inches. My standing bust was 51 inches. My under bust was 41.75 inches. My waist at my belly button was 51.75 inches. The waistline of my pants was 48.5 inches. My hips measured 49 inches. My right thigh measured 26 inches. And my left thigh measured 26.5 inches. So the difference between this time and last time, which was August 1st, I have lost 16.6 pounds in the last month, as well as I lost half an inch around my neck and both arms. I lost an inch around my standing bust, 1.25 inches at my under bust, 3.25 inches at my belly button, 1 inch at the waistline of my pants, 1.5 inches around my hips, 1.5 inches around my right thigh, and half an inch around my left thigh. I think I might have messed up my thighs at some point, because that is very odd. First off, that they're not the same size to me, and second off, that there's an inch difference in the weight loss, or in the like difference of the measurements. But so I don't know what I did differently there. But anyway, so I got curious and I looked up where I started at my heaviest with my measurements, and on top of losing 96 pounds, I have also lost 16.25 inches around my waist at my belly button. So I didn't check where I was everywhere else at my heaviest, but 16.25 inches lost around my belly button alone is huge, and I'm so excited about that, and I can't wait to see what the difference is when I reach my goal weight. Hey, Editing Quinn here. So two things. I realized that as I was editing, I didn't like the way that I recorded my video. So I decided to scrap that footage of the bad news and put in my redo it. Second, you may have noticed that it has been over a week since I recorded that, so I'm sorry. Because of this bad news, the last 2-3 weeks have been kind of crazy. So I did miss uploading last week, and I apologize for that. But anyway, starting from scratch now with the bad news. I have been dealing with some lightheadedness. It isn't super bad, obviously. I'm not having any major complications from surgery or anything like that. It's just some lightheadedness that is pretty much constant, and also when the intensity of lightheadedness kind of comes and goes, and usually it's just kind of an annoyance in the back of my head, but sometimes it will get intense enough that it'll cause heart palpitations, shortness of breath, occasional nausea, and every so often when I stand up or bend over or get excited or upset, the lightheadedness will intensify to the point that I feel like I'm gonna pass out and my vision goes black and starry. So that's a problem. I obviously haven't been able to work out in over a month, I think now, because this issue has been going on for that long. And I really miss working out, but it's just too dangerous right now. I'm trying to reintroduce working out, but start off slowly with home workouts and some personal training. And I'm gonna work my way back up to kickboxing, but for now, kickboxing is not something that I can handle. So I have been working with my doctors to try to figure out what's going on. I haven't been like hiding it from them or anything. I've been very straightforward with them on this, and they do seem to be a little concerned. They're less concerned now because they got all of the big bad issues checked off the list. I don't have any big bad issues. They checked like my thyroid, my heart, my kidneys, my electrolytes, my blood sugar, all of that turned out okay. But over the, I also did go to the ER at one point, just because the symptoms were getting worse and my doctor didn't want me to wait to come in to see her. She said she needed me to get checked out immediately. So, but every test they ran came back okay as well. We're waiting on a echocardiogram, and I did a Holter monitor. I am going to talk to my doctor about those results today when this uploads. So the day it uploads. With all of that, the general consensus of my doctors all seem to, they all seem to agree, and there's 3 possible causes. And the first one is that I'm experiencing this just because my body is kind of going through a lot right now with the extreme weight loss. And then if that doesn't happen to be the cause, the second possible cause is that I'm not getting enough calories and salt. And I will get more into the calories thing in a second, but basically I'm not getting enough. And the last possible cause, which is kind of the last resort on diagnosing this issue, is a disorder called POTS. I don't remember what it stands for, but basically it just means that, from what my surgeon described, he said that it basically means that they don't know what's wrong. And this general phenomenon of your blood pressure dipping, which is what's happening that's what's causing the lightheadedness. My doctor did figure out that when I stand up, my blood pressure dips by anywhere from 15 to 25 points. From what I've recorded, or what has been recorded, I'm sure it goes way more than 25 points below, because like when I come close to passing out, I'm sure it's like dipping way low. But anyway, when they can't find a good reason for you to be experiencing those blood pressure dips, they just kind of label it POTS and move on. And they give you some kind of medication for it. I think it might be blood pressure medication, but I'm not sure. But I'm really hoping that it's not POTS, because it is lifelong. There's no cure. And I would have to be on the meds probably for the rest of my life if they do diagnose me with POTS. So I'm really hoping that it's the calories and salt thing, which leads me back to the calories. So basically, for the last, up until a couple weeks ago, I had been getting anywhere from 400 to 600 calories a day, which is not enough, I have learned. I thought that if I was meeting my protein goals, which I have been, this whole time I've been meeting my protein goals, I thought that would be enough. But you gotta make sure you're getting over 600 calories too. My doctor said 600 should be enough for me on days that I am kind of just lazing around the house and not exercising intensely. From what I understand, the more exercising I do, the more intense the exercise, the more calories I need. He said that I could even go up to 1,200 calories, and he wants me to go up to 1,200 calories, I think, if I am doing a intense exercise that day of like kickboxing or something like that for over 45 minutes. And when I do kickboxing, my classes are over 50 minutes. So yeah, I will have to up my calories significantly when I go back to kickboxing. And yeah, that sounds like a lot of calories to me. It may sound like a lot of calories to you as well if you've had surgery or are looking into it. You know, for someone who's had surgery like me, you need, like, it's really hard to get in that amount of calories this far out of surgery. So, and my surgeon even admitted to that, but to avoid this feeling of lightheadedness and any issues, I guess I need more calories. So I totally understand, but it's daunting. And I am in the process of making those changes with the salt and the calories to hopefully get rid of this lightheadedness issue and hopefully avoid a POTS diagnosis. So, but anyway, that is it for the bad news. And like I said, I just completely scrapped everything from the end of the good news portion on to the end. So I'm just gonna redo the ending as well. So I will keep you guys up to date on what happens with this lightheadedness issue. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.